One more time.
What are we gonna say, bro? Let's plan something.
For what? It's been working just like.
We're just gonna take one of like go kakale, no. It's not gonna be like a hi. I feel like cause this is who we are.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I mustn't say hello.
No, you can.
Oh, okay. Hello. Okay.
There we go. What's up, guys? What's
Hello,
up?
everybody. How you guys doing?
Guess what?
We're back.
We're absolutely back. Guys. Yo. But guys, you can see, Mama, we made it. We've changed a bit of the background. We've spent basically the first 6 months of the year trying to make sure that we bring you guys the best quality of podcast possible. We're not sure of the quality of the chats, but
The quality of the chat is always hundreds, bruv.
Yeah.
It's always good.
yeah.
But so we had to do like an overhaul of our aesthetic, our sound. These things cost money. But yeah, we're at a new space and hopefully this is our new home.
Yeah, hopefully this will be our new home. Personally, as you were saying earlier to me, but I can look for right now. This is a dream come true. And then I was just like, hey, you know what, dear Papa? I'm pretty convinced actually, man, dear Papa.
All Uzuko ever wanted was these arms with the mic. He was just like, all the time. So now, how's your Ngalo feeling?
No, we're up in it now. We're up in it. Yeah, it does feel a bit awkward-ish.
It's fine.
But I'm sure we'll get used to it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We've totally missed you guys though, definitely.
Yeah.
One or two of you have missed us because, you think about, I wonder by at least out of 1,000 subscribers, I wonder by 500. Hey, where are you guys? They're funny.
People have been asking,
Really?
though. Yeah, people have been asking. You must remember that between the two of us, I'm the approachable one, right? So, abantu bayan DM, bayan text, but guys, where did you guys go? Don, guys, Buisani podcast. And I've got a confession to make.
Okay.
Manin sitim na, yo hangu talita, guys. I'm struggling to get a hold of her. Apparently phone.
Throwing under the bus.
But we're working on it and we're gonna come back and da. So now I've been making promises, not empty promises.
Okay.
I'm so glad.
Okay.
But I've kind of been like, it's just, we're struggling to have a balance. We're struggling to find each other. We're struggling, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like being that, but all's well that ends well. But I even get messages from people that I know who have been sent a message ngumntu owazibona to send a message to. So a friend of mine who out for lunch, she posted a picture of a video and I was in the video. And then someone sent a message to them saying, Haibo, ni uxelele uzuko.
nice.
Uba Haibo Praz podcast,
What's going on?
what's your
Okay.
story? Do you know what I mean? So, no, definitely.
You did miss us. I was a little bit sad for a second.
Yeah, no, definitely. So that's definitely been happening. So yeah, but khona ngoku chance and esazama man. I read in our time apart, I read some really scary stories about podcasts. And I said, do you know that there are 472 or 473,000 podcasts that have been started. Right? Out of those 473,000 podcasts, 112,000 podcasts have one episode, have gone past one episode.
How much?
112,000.
And also, it could be like more of those 112,000 have two episodes.
Yeah.
Not even because it's hard, man.
It's hard, bro.
And what do you think the hard part is, though?
The hard part, I think, more than anything else, is performing for a small audience.
Why?
When you've got dreams of performing for a big audience.
Yeah, but performing for
the hard part is the 13 likes.
Oh, at the end of the thing.
Yes.
Yes. But
the hard part It's the 4 views. That's the hard part,
I
bro.
guess,
Yo.
But like, I feel like if anybody would tell you, anybody who's got a successful podcast will tell you how that is probably one of those things that is definite.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Anybody with a 6-pack is gonna tell you, Bandangam, you can't after the first week, you're not gonna see anything.
No, you
won't. So okay, so then I guess then the hard part is what is accepting that as a fact.
Yeah.
And consistency.
And keep going.
Just keep going. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But I guess that's
who
the
you
hard part
are.
for anything.
That's the hard part for life.
100%. But also, another hard part is having a balanced enough life to squeeze in that thing that gives you 14 likes into your like week.
Because
and like give it time.
because
as well.
there's other things that are giving you that satisfaction.
Like what? Like your Instagram.
Like your Instagram.
Yeah.
Your Instagram is giving you that satisfaction. Your job is giving you that satisfaction.
Is it though?
Yes, because month end, there's people that you all of a sudden don't talk to when about bail. You understand? Your job is giving you that satisfaction. Your friends are giving you that satisfaction.
Okay.
All these other things that are happening in your life are giving you much. What can I call it? Can I call it dopamine hits? They're giving you bigger or larger
Amounts of
volume.
dopamine,
Yes, yeah, dopamine. And get it's the easy. It's the lower hanging fruit.
True.
So this now is just like, wow, we are builder starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Don't. And I don't know, for me, this has just been another thing where it's just like, yo, I'm consistency, pura. Because
100%.
otherwise we're out, you know what I mean? Otherwise,
What's the point?
nothing's ever gonna work.
Yeah. And this is like our 3rd year doing this. I can't believe that.
No ways.
Yeah, this is our 3rd year at this. And a lot of the times, like you read people's like success stories and they're saying, bah, the first 2 years were slow and horrible. I was in a financial hole. But then in the 3rd year, things just started, you know what I'm saying? And that's like in business, in a lot of things, people always like the first 2 years are terrible, which is crazy because 2 years is a long time.
2 years is a long, 2 years in there. Okay. Other people will say 2 years is short. When uye waboleka mna 15,000.
Yeah.
Ndithi ndizakunika next month ndikubhatala after 2 years. It's the longest
No, 100%.
time. Pregnant. You are going to be pregnant for 2 years.
No ways. It's a long time depending on what you're doing, I guess.
Okay, what is 2 years a short time for? What could you be doing? No, when's it 2 years? Good. Oh no, I didn't even feel it.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's my thing. Like my thing is like
I guess 2 years can be long or short in retrospect of something that has happened.
in retrospect kanene is when you are looking
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't show about in when you're looking at in, what's the opposite of retrospect?
In retrospect. Looking back or looking way forward.
Looking forward, yeah. But there's no fancy word for it. Maybe there is.
There probably is, but I don't know what it is.
Many spect. Manifest spect.
What happens
So-
in manifest back?
We're just not used to looking at things in that way. We're not trained to do that. Nothing in our life says, look forward. But often it's just going to take 2 years or 3 years or whatever. Everything we want we want it now. We want it to happen now.
Of course, because we are living in a world where, instant gratification
Yeah.
is the word of the day,
Yo.
the phrase of the day.
Dog.
So I think it just becomes harder for us to work at things long because there's so many things in our lives that we can just get as soon as we want them.
Yeah, but like none of them like last. None of them like zonke the quick funayo.
Yeah.
It's for that quick chemical charge in our bodies. Do you know what I mean? I was reading something where the guy says, nothing that you must know that nothing, you can walk into a mall today. Nothing that you buy you can buy in a mall today will you care about in 10 years' time? There's nothing that you can buy in a mall today that you'll care about in 10 years' time.
I'm trying to think of what the most expensive thing you can buy in a mall.
But you see, and that's the thing, we think expensive,
Yeah.
right? And we don't think other ways. But Itila Chep, nothing that you buy in a mall today, will you care about in 10 years' time?
Okay, meaning what?
Meaning, Uba, at the end of the day, we like to focus on the things that make us feel good now
Yeah.
and not thinking about going forward from now.
Okay, but then I can also say, yes, let's also focus on the things that make us feel good now, because tomorrow's not promised to anyone.
Correct. No, correct. Oh, YOLO. I was saying 14 for my YOLO.
But I'm just saying, bear in mind that, sometimes we're like, no, for instance, in 2 years' time, then that's when I'm gonna whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, why not start it now? Whatever it is that you want to
Yes.
start.
Correct.
In that way.
And I guess it becomes a trade-off, because you won't start it now because there's something else that you are going to benefit from now that you'll do now and you will enjoy. So, and I think more than anything else, I like the way that you put it, because you say there's also then the life that you have to live now.
Yeah.
But-
and the happiness that you have to attain now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So then that brings us to that point of something that you mentioned earlier as well, to say, then there needs to be that work-life balance.
True.
I will say, I'll take it as far as maybe saying life is, well, to me, life would be the stuff that you enjoy doing.
Okay.
The stuff that makes you happy, da-da-da. And then work is the stuff that you have to do in order to be able to do the life stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think I would put it like that.
Okay.
To say about, okay, work-life balance is panang. Would you go as far as to say you think you've got a work-life balance?
No. Just purely based on the fact that I'm of like the career that I'm in and how unbalanced it actually is.
Okay.
Definitely no.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to work 12 hours a day. What do you think you're going to do after 12 hours?
What about security guard?
Security, mine as well. Security guards are the only who work 12 hours. People in the medical profession work 12 hours as
facts.
well.
Okay, sorry.
Whatever, sometimes shift ESCOM or whatever, But, so, okay, let me see where the work-life balance can come in here.
Okay.
I'll use myself as an example, right?
Okay.
6 o'clock is when the workday starts. So we're now working off 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be at work at 6 because you start work at
Okay.
6, right?
Yes.
And then you're there the whole day, and then 6 o'clock you can go home.
Clock out.
Clock out.
Yeah. Okay.
What can you possibly do? Like, if I don't go to the gym before work, the chances of me going to the gym after work after 12 hours are so slim.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So already my balance is off.
Yeah.
Because when I have more time, I can go to the gym.
Correct.
But when I'm in a project for 3 months where it's 12 hours, I can't. I try on my days off or whatever.
Yeah.
But the balance is out of whack all of a sudden.
Okay, sure. I'm following.
So there's
That's a lot.
So there's work, there's life, and
Yeah.
then there's sleeping.
Okay.
So good try 8 hours is a good amount of time. We all try and get close to that if we can sleep for that amount of time. If I get home at 6 and then let's say I get home at 7.
Yes, correct. You leave work at 6. You go past the shops to get whatever you're going to eat. And fight through traffic. You get home 7, quarter past.
Yeah. And then let's say I'm done eating and just unwinding at like 8:30.
Okay.
I should be sleeping immediately if I want to get a good night's rest in order to wake up tomorrow at 4.
Go for, yes.
Exactly. Where's my life?
Wait, you should be sleeping at 8.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
1, 2, 3, 4. So I can wake up at 4.
Okay.
Where am I living my life?
Awuphili kaloku nangam.
So your work-life balance basically does not exist.
It's a trade-off.
When am I shooting this? When am I trading off what?
You're absolutely right.
Yes, when? So I must take away from my sleep time, which is obviously what always suffers. Is sleep time, right?
Because you're not
and
going
it's fine.
to.
If you don't get 8 hours, you'll be fine. If you get 6 hours, you're fine. I mean, people live off less. I don't know how.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, personally
I can't
also now.
focus.
By
Yeah.
2 days, by needs him then 6 hours. Then I'm just like,
What is happening?
exactly. Oh, yeah.
So now, how am I supposed to do the other things that I want to do with my time, which is my life?
Yeah, bro. You look, and I think more than anything else, it's a matter of you having to literally sit down and strategize and plan for it. Strategize and plan for it in the sense that, right, there's something that I recently started doing whereby, but I feel so like, I don't want to say dumb, but I feel so whack doing it. Ingathi ndingumntana omncinci. I print out the A4 page. Ndibhale 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8,
And actually fill
8
up
to 5. No. And actually write down.
the stuff that I'll be doing.
5
in
to
those hours.
6, wake up, go to the gym. 6 o'clock, leave gym, drive to work. 7 o'clock, start working. Bhale phaa umsebenzi wami the whole day. Right? Working.
Yeah.
Sharp. 4 to 5, drive home. 5 to 6, do supper. 6 to 7, me time. And then you start to realize there's actually no time. But then once you have that schedule, you then start to realize, okay, you also start to see where you are misusing time or where you are losing time.
And that's when you're doing what?
Uhleli kaloku, bumming around.
Bumming around is not a bad thing. You're just trying to not
with
think.
TikTok.
Yes, you don't want to think.
Yes. But now what you end up doing is that you end up when you say 7 to 8 ubhale 7 to 8 TikTok.
This is crazy. I can't dedicate this much time to TikTok.
I can't dedicate this much time to TikTok, right? But then you're like, okay, cool, let me do it. Sharp. Then back to 7, Kali Aram,
And then
30
you're
phone
like,
yakho kilo
man.
TikTok. Before you know it, 8:30.
Oh, okay.
And then
Time on TikTok.
this is the thing,
Is
right?
that a real thing?
Yeah. So before you know it, now you spend 2 hours.
Yeah.
But now because in your head you hadn't put in a schedule for it, now it's like, where's the time all going? Then you kick out, that balance that you could potentially have.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do a short left here.
Yeah,
Don't
sure.
lose your train of thought.
Okay.
But-
Let me try.
There's 24 hours in a day.
Correct.
8 hours are for working.
Yeah.
8 hours should be for sleeping.
Yeah.
And 8 hours should be for life.
I need 8 hours. 8 hours.
And because the sleeping and the working
Yeah.
fall one after the other,
Correct.
where are the other 8 hours?
So they don't have to fall one after the other.
Well, the sleeping and the working usually do.
How do you mean?
Sleep and wake up at 5, and in 2 hours I'm at work. So there's 2 hours in between there.
Actually, I don't know how it works with abantu bane-job abnormal. Because
It
eyami
doesn't.
job normal. Eyami job normal mna ndingangena ngo-7, ndingangena ngo-8, ndingangena ngo-9.
Okay.
Ne? Then obviously I just push out the hour in the afternoon, right? Depending on what time I go to work.
True.
So I have now decided to go to, okay, you know what? I can make it to work at 7 because then I get to leave at 4.
Okay.
What does that mean? It means 4:30. Ndiyazikhaba ingubo.
In the morning, yeah.
Yes. 5 to 6, disejimini. 5 because if I wake up at 5, I get to the gym at 5:30.
Okay, fine.
4:30 ndiyazikhaba, ne? Then 5 to 6, I'm at the gym. 6 to 7, I'm going to work. So that's already 2 hours
Of lifing.
of life.
Fine.
Right?
Fine.
Go to work.
Yeah.
Take away another hour.
4 to 5 to drive back.
Yes, to drive
That's
back.
3
yeah?
hours.
5 to 6,
Yeah.
life. 6 to 7, there's supper. 6 to 7, Paulile and Coffee TV in Bugelo. Love is blind. Whoa, guys, love is blind. Right? Love is blind. 7 to 8, I can still be recreationing.
You can do anything you want.
Correct. CPO 6.
Yeah,
6.5, 7.
Yeah, 6.
8 to 9, then again whatever it is that I need to do. I'm reading, I'm whatever. I'm working on a personal business, doing this,
Yeah.
editing, doing whatever. You're doing that. And I think the easy thing is to split it. You have to split some to before work and after work.
Of course, because they can't all happen at the same time.
Because once you want to do it at the same time, because you must remember, Guti, kule me time yakho after work, then was calling you or got an emergency, Uban wants to go out for dinner, this, that is happening, da. All of these things all of a sudden jump in the way.
Yeah.
And it becomes difficult to then say, all right, gents, we're not going to be able to do this because you don't have a plan already.
Yeah.
Then what does dinner turn into? Dinner turns into past 11. Yeah, busy, complaining about that you don't have time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
tricky.
guess I think the moral of the story then is that you have to account for every hour of the day and how you are using it. Because if you do that, then you can actually see where you're just wasting your time and doing nothing.
Absolutely.
And where you can fit in the things that you actually want to do, and the things that you love doing and whatever. But it's gotta be like a very intentional list of 24 hours.
Yeah, and I think if anything out of this episode, I think that's the one thing that I'm gonna grab is intent. It has to be intentional because it doesn't just happen. And I think going back to the first thing we spoke about, if I need see Laba, how many episodes in, and it doesn't just happen,
no,
Nangam. It doesn't just happen, and
it's very intentional.
yes, us wanting it to happen in our heart of hearts.
It's not enough.
People wanting to see it in their heart of hearts. Oh, those beautiful hearts of yours.
Oh, your hearts of yours. Yes.
So it doesn't just happen, and I think it all goes back to drawing board.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
And it's very easy to waste your time.
It's extremely easy. And uzawukhala kantoni uzawukhala ngebhadi. Bikhona inyawo yam bendithetha nayo ngoku apha evekini. Ndithi kuye funini you're turning 40. Kanjani?
Yeah.
Like yenzeka njalo. Xesha is nothing, bro.
Yeah, time is nothing.
And we spoke about how time is absolutely nothing. And we treat it like it's nothing, and I still respect it and lehamba tithi.
Yeah.
Lehamba. But
With you, without you.
evotile engavotanga.
Who you voting for?
Yeah, so guys, like for me,
You
like the
don't
whole
know. That's the scariest kind of voter. You know that, right? Long as you, because of fika pacimele.
I think a panic.
Yes. Okay, something's gonna happen in the voting line. Someone's gonna make you mad, and you just be like, I'm sure by the time this episode comes out, we would have voted already. But I want you to then tell me who you ended up voting for. Who do you intend on voting for now? And then in the next episode, I'll ask you, who did you end up voting for?
This is why I haven't been available to shoot the podcast.
Why?
Because I direct questions.
This should be an easy question to answer also.
Yeah, sure.
But it isn't.
You live in a judgmental, judgy society. Okay, sharp. I'll tell
Because
you.
I don't have a political
I'll tell
party.
you.
Tell me.
I'll take a picture of the ballot paper. I'm joking. That's illegal.
Can't.
I joke. I kid. Yeah, no, I will tell you.
If you don't know who you're voting for, you can say
Okay,
that.
it's fine. I don't know right now.
Oh,
But
man.
I know Band is a voter.
Yes.
And I will be okay to tell you. No further correspondence will be entered into once I do tell you. And
Okay.
it's a tricky conversation. Man.
True.
Yeah, a very tricky conversation.
Yeah,
Yes, that's one.
I'm stuck between two people, but it's like everybody's evil, bro. I'm stuck between two evils.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know. And I think, as you said, like when this episode comes out, it would have been past the 29th of
voting
May.
time,
So, can you explain it? And if you
We probably won't even have electricity to go into a computer
stop
and make a comment.
But yeah. I think that's a very nice one and something to think about as usual on work-life balance. And
For sure.
just like, as you say, for me, what comes out in being intentional, intent, as well as time, respecting time.
Yeah.
Being about, it's about time.
For sure.
It's about time that we actually just look into other things a little bit closer, man.
Yeah, look, it's a hard thing to do, but I feel like once you start writing things down, then you are a step closer to actually doing them.
Fantastic.
Because
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
like some power in the process of writing these down. So if you feel like you don't have enough time in the day for stuff, write down what it is that you're doing. So before you make your list, write down like at the end of the day, then they land from 5 to 6, from 6 to 7, so account for it and then see where you can be more productive.
Absolutely.
Or add more time to certain things and take time away from other things. But 12 hours, if only 4 hours of that is taken away from your life. Take 4 hours to life every day.
Yeah.
Which is
tricky.
not fun, but we do what we can for the but hey,
Talking about time. It's about time we get out of here.
Cool. Let us know what you think, guys. Let us know, firstly, what you think you spend your time the most on and what you think that you could spend your time more on.
And do you realize that you spend that much time on it?
Oh, guys, TikTok is the number one suspect here. And then also let us know who you intended to vote for and who you ended up voting for.
Because there might be a difference there as well.
100%. I totally believe that people are going to be confused. But thanks for
thank you so much.
watching. We're back.
Yeah,
We're back for real.
Sibling Rivalry, baby.
And don't forget to, how do we do this now?
Now we do it like...
Is that still a heart?
Yeah. Love each other.
Let's go, siblings rivalry.
One more time.
What are we gonna say, bro? Let's plan something.
For what? It's been working just like